The following video and audio evidence is from June and July 2017 at 10 Edward Street and 329 Yonge Street in Toronto with two Toronto Police and CSIS informant businesses, The Silver Snail and BMV, or Books Music Video. I am leading tailed into the Silver Snail by the Canadian government-organized stalker whom I've dubbed Stringy Hair and Sunglasses, since he has never taken off the sunglasses in 2 years, especially indoors, under CCTV surveillance. When I enter the Silver Snail, he is already heading down the stairs, but I did manage to get brief video of him crossing Yonge Street to BMV, which I would not have predicted had he not just left the Silver Snail's staircase. The CSIS C I stalker runs skits where he has the Silver Snail staff report on my arrival, and once I'm spotted, he waits by BMV near the window where the informant staff have a view of him. As predicted, he keeps staging himself near this window area in the hopes I will confront him with my video camera, beginning some pre-rehearsed skit with the informant staff to discredit me. Also, CSIS can work directly with British or American spies, which may be the case with this particular stalker, and pay informants immense amounts of black-budget monies to discredit their targets. In my experience, CSIS excels at running cocaine and crystal meth with the protection of the Toronto Police Service, inciting and provoking public scenes, stalking and smearing innocent people, and fabricating domestic terrorism in conjunction with the RCMP, as proven by the Canadian Supreme Court ruling on the entrapment of Nuttall and Karody. Ultimately, the informant street businesses know where their money comes from, police and state protection, not long-term customers like me. Such informant staff are willing to assist in surveillance skits which, known to them or not, sustain the drug supply CSIS, the Toronto Police and RCMP move through the streets and around these street businesses under police and state protection. You'll see in this video how the CI perp whirls his finger by his head to gaslight me that I'm deranged for knowing I'm being followed. He also does lie lie, deny deny, just like Scott Parsons did in the 105 Isabella mailroom on February 11th, 2016, yet now there's video online of Parsons in Canadian government attire stalking me for a city block. The criminal Canadian government has likely placed hundreds into mental hospitals, jails, or graves using illegal COINTELPRO. Here are my records on this CSIS C I stalker as he followed me to Bay Street Video, Soundscapes, and BMV to have the staff keep a watch over me, distrusted wherever I go and with whomever I meet. As you read these stalking events, remember that in a population as dense as downtown Toronto, you may accidentally run into the same unknown person on the street once every 3 or 4 years. His emergence from the Silver Snail on July 1st, 2017 irrefutably confirmed that he was stalking my daily routines. By presenting 2 prior videos, in reverse chronological order, I will prove just how long this CSIS perp will linger around that BMV area, hoping I will show and fall into his trap. Likewise, on July 1st, 2017, I made sure to head back to the Silver Snail to confirm that the CI perp had just been there, since he denied it when I confronted him about it. I'd confirmed years ago that video camera photography was allowed in the Silver Snail, and I had been a regular customer there for no less than 26 years. I'd never had any problems or issues with the staff. However, when I catch staff Brian covering for the CSIS perp, he bans me from the store. Notice that the phone rings just before he made that decision. The Silver Snail sells comics, books, models, and toys, and none of these are in the translucent white generic plastic bag which the CSIS perp carried to BMV, and in fact, the Silver Snail provides their own branded plastic bags to protect the collectibles they sell. Also, I know the CSIS perp never buys anything from his informant businesses, much like the government stalker nondescript man whom he has replaced. Once Brian knows I caught him covering for the government perp and himself as his informant, he switches the discussion to me being erratic after my having had to run up and down the stairs and across Yonge Street twice. In full disclosure, I'd realized for many years that the Silver Snail staff were informing on me, which is why I had limited my purchasing there, and my routine visits were brief, under 2 minutes. However, it wasn't like I hadn't been buying from the Silver Snail, as I had made a purchase there just 2 days prior, as seen in this June 29th, 2017 receipt. Customers of the Silver Snail should be advised that its staff are very tight, and if one is informing on you for an organized stalking campaign, then the entire staff is also participating as informants. Remember, I was a loyal and regular customer of 26 years and had no issues with the staff before this date. Once I exposed what was going on with the informant staff assisting in government destruction of my life, I was permanently banned in a conspicuous admission of guilt. If they did it to someone like me, then they could do it to you. Likewise, spies and police don't care which informants or what businesses they bring down to achieve their results. What follows is the July 1st, 2017 skit at BMV. This video is a great example of how CSIS agitators, liars, and provocateurs earn salary by smearing targets in any frequented location they can exploit using unlimited drug-running black-budget funds. The CI stalker stands there doing nothing but flipping books, his lines about my need for a psychiatrist ready to coolly deliver, while waiting for the informant staff to make it falsely seem as if I was the problem once the perp tries to steal my camera. CSIS are master instigators, stalking, lying, faking, denying, smearing you behind your back, blaming you for being paranoid, playing innocent, and keeping cool, finessed through years of salaried street theater rehearsals. One knows these are informant businesses reporting on customer activity when they defend a government loiterer who never purchases anything, yet banishing a long-term customer who busted them for participating in an illegal government stalking campaign.
There we go. Another Toronto Police coke runner. Yep, good to know he's working the Silver Snail staff. Time and date. (12:43 p.m. 11 seconds by my watch. July 1st, 2017. Yep. Yeah, he's smearing me to the Silver Snail staff. Any reason why you're following me around the city? You CSIS perp? Why are you following me to the Silver Snail? Huh? Why are you following me to the Silver Snail and smearing me to the staff? Why are you following me to BMV, HMV, Silver Snail? I have video of you coming out of the Silver Snail just now.
I wasn't in the Silver Snail.
You're such a liar. Even with video on this, you'll still lie.
The only ones.
You must be working for the government if you're such a professional liar.
No, I'm just
Yeah, you're just doing your thing, and you have all the rights and freedoms I do, even though you're using illegal surveillance to follow me around, right? Yeah, I've only dealt with this about, 12 years.
I don't know what you're reacting.
So I'm going to ask the Silver Snail staff, I'm going to go back and ask them if a guy with stringy hair and sunglasses was there, and we'll see if they lie with my video as well.
A guy with the 70s douchebag.
Yeah, and you're exactly. You must be making so much money off me. I'd say you're making $100,000 a year off me. Yeah, BMV, why don't you start up at Sonic Boom? Why don't you start up at Sonic Boom? Oh, you never heard of it. So if I say I have video of you following me here and to Soundscapes and all these other places, you'll deny it, will you?
No, I only followed you to your shrink.
Yeah, exactly. You just made YouTube a better place.
Good.
Yep.
Take me again, I'll smash that camera.
Oh, even better. So you're that violent, are you?
Why are you shaking?
I'm shaking because you're violent. You're a violent scumbag.
Hey, I would suggest getting that camera.
Can you take it somewhere else if you're going to do anything?
Yeah, this is the instigator. He's a CSIS spy.
No, he's the guy that's trained.
Yeah, okay, so he just followed me from the Silver Snail.
I do not care.
Okay, if you're making an amazing amount of money off of his informing duties.
I do not care.
Yeah. Okay,
If you're going
that's
to do
good.
anything, please take it somewhere else.
Yeah, it's good. I'm glad you protected the informant. Happy drug running. So July 1st, 2017, 12:46 p.m. 2017. Hi. I just got video of a guy coming out of here with stringy hair and sunglasses. Do you remember him?
Stringy hair, sunglasses?
Yeah, blonde hair, stringy hair and sunglasses. Just went down there.
But
Just about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I just helped him, yeah.
You helped him? Did he buy anything?
Yeah?
Did he buy anything? Because he didn't have a bag.
What's up, dude?
No, I've been followed around by him for about 2 years.
Okay.
So, yeah. Because when I said he was here, he said he wasn't here. He lied he wasn't here.
Okay.
Following me in. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you doing with the camera?
I'm recording this because when I'm followed around by organized stalkers and liars, I tend to record it. Because when people lie, you have to record it.
Okay, you alright, man? You're kind of shaky.
Yeah, well, I've just been running across the street and back, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Date is July 1st today?
Yeah.
July 1st? Okay. Yeah. No, when I have to approach people who are criminals, I get a bit shaky. Okay, thanks, Brian.
Hey, bro. Don't bother coming back in the store anymore, okay?
Oh, pardon me?
Don't bother coming back in the store.
Oh, I'll need that on record.
Yeah, that's fine. You can record.
Okay, go ahead.
Please don't come back in the store.
So I've been coming here since 1990.
Okay.
That's 25 years of your service.
Yeah.
And because of this guy with the stringy hair and sunglasses, I'm not to come back.
You're acting really erratic and recording me and kind of.
Okay.
It's kind of weird.
Okay, July 1st, 2017, 12:47 p.m.
How's it going, bro?
Bye.
What follows is video evidence from June 17, 2017 at 2:12 p.m., where I turn to go into BMV at 10 Edward Street, and the same CSIS C I perp is already staged at the BMV window, chatting with another CSIS, or informant witness. In this case, I simply avoided going into BMV until hours later, long after the CI stalking perp had left. June 17, 2017 at 2:12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Look who's back. Look who's back. With a witness. Oh well. Can't go to BMB, I guess.
What follows is video evidence from June 15, 2017 at 12:05 p.m. after I'd been spotted and reported by the Silver Snail staff. I am so used to the CSIS C I perp with the stringy hair and sunglasses appearing at BMV after I leave the Silver Snail, I can literally go to the Silver Snail's window and spot him lurking in wait at BMV. Not much happens in this video, but I will let it run so you can see how long the perp waits for me, his regular texting to his informants, and his staging at the BMV window, where the informant's staff can receive a phone call or text as to whether I have left the Silver Snail. In this case, I simply avoided going into BMV again until long after the CI stalking perp had left the area. If this 5-minute video segment doesn't prove to you that he's there to stand around doing nothing but wait for me to provoke a stalking response, nothing will.
Sure. Could you try the espresso shot? The chai tea or chai latte?
The like syrup one. Yes. Sure to change.
Size.
Yes, it's for a French press, but can you do a little more force than that?
Of course, they're French press.
I don't know, so I just get through my filter.
Really?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Have we done it just one past? You've had it successfully?
Well, it was just on French press this year, so I figure one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm unofficially graduated because Cynthia, she's going to tomorrow.
Smoker says CSIS. Smoker says CSIS, yeah. Well, it's that time. Sunglasses, waiting. BMV is there, the target destination. So, well, yep, it's sunglasses at CSIS. Okay.
opcatalyst.net. Truth is criminal.